Good day. My name is Jerry Ashley Dixon, and this is the Speech Codes and Genderlect and Gender Communication Analysis of The Notebook, the 2004 romantic film based on the 1996 novel by Nicholas Sparks. The film stars Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams and retells their love story of how they came to be. The film earned many awards, including Best Kiss from the 2004 MTV Movie Awards, as well as the 2005 Choice Movie Drama. Many of the cast members were nominated and/or won awards for their performance in the film. The Notebook is the 15th highest-grossing romantic drama of all time and has become a bit of a cult classic. This movie is a great artifact to use to analyze the concept of genderlect, but I want to touch on speech codes and gender communication as well, inasmuch as there are several scenes depicting interactions and communication between the lead male, Noah Calhoun, and the lead female, Allie Hamilton. Genderlect refers to individual language techniques and communication patterns that are conventionally associated with different genders. The term genderlect implies that gender influences language use in a way that is similar to use of different dialects. The style of communication typically used by females is referred to as rapport talk and is characterized as building relationships and emotional connections. Males typically follow what is known as report talk. It is known for being more information-based and more impersonal. Deborah Tannen, a linguistics professor at Georgetown University, states on page 435 of Gender Communication from Griffin Text that most men and women don't grasp that talking through their problems with each other will only make things worse if it's their divergent ways of talking that are causing the trouble in the first place. This is made evident in one of the many arguing scenes depicted in the Notebook. Just to catch you up a bit to the plot, Noah and Allie meet one summer and, despite being from different societal classes, fall madly in love with one another. At the end of the summer, Allie leaves to attend college. Noah writes to Allie every day for a year, but Allie's mom intercepts the letters, determined to keep them apart. Upon meeting back up sometime later and realizing they ended their relationship under false pretenses, Noah and Allie are discussing what to do at this point, because Allie is now engaged to another man. At 1 hour, 37 minutes, 28 seconds through 1 hour, 37 minutes, and 32 seconds, Allie exclaims, "Have you been paying attention to anything that's been happening to me?" Noah interrupts, "I guess not. I think I must have misread all of those signals." Allie quips, "I guess you did." This is a classic example of genderlect, where men and women are talking to each other, but it is as if they are speaking two different dialects of the same language. Sometimes things are missed and misunderstood. I would also like to point out that in this scene, Noah interrupts Allie as she tries to speak. Deborah Tannen states in Gender Communication, Tannen from Griffin Text on page 440, that when a woman who is listening starts to speak before the other person is finished, she usually does so to add a word of agreement, to show support, or to finish a sentence with what she thinks the speaker will say. Tannen labels this cooperative overlap. She goes on to say, from a woman's perspective, cooperative overlap is a sign of rapport rather than a competitive ploy to control the conversation. Most men do not see it that way. Men regard any interruption as a power move to take control of the conversation. So it would appear in this instance that is what Noah is trying to do, control the narrative of this conversation. Another term that I would like to analyze and incorporate into the film is ethnography. Ethnography is the work of one who watches, listens, and takes note of communicative actions in the native environment of those being observed. This is done in an effort to better grasp an understanding of a specific group or community. The Notebook, once again, is a great way to analyze and observe this. Noah is from a lower class. He works at the lumberyard. He comes from little means. He does not have much to offer Allie monetarily. Allie, however, is the complete opposite. In one of the opening scenes of the movie, when Noah first lays eyes on Allie while at the fair, he asks his friend Finn who she is. At minute 5:36, Finn tells Noah her dad's got more money than God. Another term that goes hand in hand with ethnography is speech codes. According to Intercultural Speech Codes, Theory Griffin on page 421, the definition of speech codes is a historically enacted, socially constructed system of terms, meanings, premises, and rules pertaining to communicative conduct. Also on page 421, it was stated, even though the people of Teamsterville spoke English, Phillipson noted that their whole pattern of speaking was radically different from the speech code he knew and heard and practiced within his own family of origin, by his friends at school, and across many talk shows on radio and TV. A great example of how speech codes are different even among different societal classes is at minute 1232 of the Notebook. Allie and Noah have just left the movies and are walking together to get to know one another better. Allie states she's not been to the movies since she was a kid. This surprises Noah and he wonders why. Allie goes on to tell her of her very scheduled life of school tutors and extracurricular activities that keep her very busy. At minute 14, Noah says he's just trying to figure out what she does for fun. He continues at minute 14:29. I just kind of always figured you were free. Allie responds, I am free. They definitely have two different ideas of what this means. It is the classic case of women are from Venus and men are from Mars. I won't spoil the ending of the movie for you, but the notebook is chock full of many examples of genderlect, speech codes, and the ever mysterious concept of gender communication.